Hello, welcome to another video of vintage TV and radio stuff. In this case, it's Citizens Band radio. And for all you Radio Shack fans, this is the realistic Citizens Band transceiver. I do not remember what the model number is. We'll find out when I take it out of its little protective jacket here. Obviously, this goes back a ways. I believe it goes back to the early 80s, in fact. And I'm just going to kind of turn it around a little bit and show you the side. The back. As you can read, it's from Explorer Post 234. Got a little handle on it. There's openings for all the controls and everything, including on the top. Hope that's visible here. Should be hopefully in focus for you. Well, I'm going to take it out of its... Oops. I'm going to take it out of its little jacket here, and we will show you more about this in just a bit. Alright, here we are. This is the model TRC 208 Realistic Citizens Band transceiver, a 5-watt transmitter, and it will handle up to 6 channels. In this case, it belonged to the Portage County Sheriff's Department in Wisconsin. Portage County is in central Wisconsin, by the way. Stevens Point, one of the bigger towns and cities in Portage County. And I'll sort of turn this around for you a little bit. We'll look at certain things a little bit closer in just a while here. And if you remember the sleeve from before, we know which channels this is tuned for. 9, 14, and 35. Not sure why they don't have all 6 channels in here, but we know for sure A is 9, B is 14, and C is 35. Here's a better look at the top of the radio. There's the on, off, and volume switch, the squelch, your channel selector A through F, big antenna, and there's room for an external microphone as well, plus it has an RF battery indicator on the top as well. On the side here you've got the high and low power switch, an external antenna, a power plug for DC power, and a charging plug if you're using rechargeable batteries. This does take a total of 8 batteries. And on this side, of course, you've got your press to talk button. Alright, here's the battery compartment, and as you can see, it looks a little corroded over here. It's deep as well. It goes down pretty far there. The batteries have been taken out. It was not an easy task because they are corroded and all worn out and stuff. In fact, here's the one of the batteries, a Duracell that had an expiration date. I don't know if you can read that or not. If I get my finger out of the way here, of January of 1999. So obviously it was installed at least at that point, probably at least a couple of years before that, more like 97 or 96. And yeah, they're all like this. They all got corroded and started falling apart. There's actually room for 11 batteries in here, but there were a couple of these, and hopefully you can read this pretty well. It's the dummy battery, and it says to be used with 8 standard or alkaline penlite cells. I'm assuming if you were using chargeable batteries, rechargeable batteries, you had to have a total of 10. Because there's room for 10 batteries in here. And there were 2 of these, along with the 8 regular batteries. Alright, here's the top of it once again, and I don't have any batteries, or enough batteries to put batteries in this, but I do have it hooked up to the DC converter. So, I'm going to turn it on. There's squelch. It's currently on Currently on channel B, which is 14 on the CB channeling. C is 35 and A is 9. And telescoping antenna goes up to 5 feet basically, so it has a good, nice big antenna. There's also, I think I mentioned earlier, on the side there's a plug for an external antenna, and there's also a plug here for an external microphone. If I pick this up, it'll probably break off. Yep. All the other ones have broken off in the past, but it's your basic, I think it's called a DIN plug, I think, something like that. And here's the speaker, and that'll probably snap off too because this plastic's really brittle. What I'm going to do now is take another radio that I've got, another CB radio, and I'll set this on channel 9. I'll run upstairs and talk into it, and we'll see if this transceiver can receive at least. This is what I'm going to use to do the transmitting. This is the another Radio Shack product, if you can read that or not. But yeah, this is the 40-channel emergency citizens band radio that I featured in a previous video a few years ago, actually, I think it was. And I'll put a little reference on this video to show you if you want to go check that out. I'm going to go and plug this in upstairs, and then I will see if you can hear anything from me when I send the message.
Alright, here I am. I'm upstairs right now, and I'm broadcasting on channel 9 on the CB band, and we'll see if you can hear anything on the your receiver downstairs. Hey, breaker 19, or breaker 9, I guess in this case, or breaker something. We're going to break something pretty soon, so break a leg, everybody.
Alright, so there you go. It does receive messages, obviously, from other radios. And I tested it earlier, and it does also transmit. I had the two radios right next to each other, and I talked into one, and it actually fed back into the other one, so that's obviously a surefire sign that it's transmitting as well. So this is the TRC 208 5-watt 6-channel Radio Shack realistic citizens band transceiver. And from what I've seen on eBay, some people are claiming that this is the model radio that was used in certain episodes of Stranger Things, that popular Netflix show. I'm not sure if that's really true or not, but it certainly would fit into the time frame. It's basically from the early 80s. That's going to do it for our video for today. If you have any comments, leave them below. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and we'll have more for you down the road. Thanks for viewing.